A Durban butchery has closed after an employee tested positive for COVID-19. The butchery in Bluff, south of Durban, has since been closed and employees are currently being tested. Our reporter in Durban, Karinda Jagmohan, joins us live now. Karinda, good afternoon to you. Won't you tell us about the incident?
Good afternoon to you. I'm outside the Oxford Fresh Market here in Bluff, which is south of Durban. We understand that there was an employee at this supermarket, or butchery rather, that had tested positive. However, we came to know of this incident because the Oxford Fresh Market owner posted a video on social media explaining the precautions that the supermarket management had taken to ensure the protection of employees. And he's actually with us now, Mr. Latimer. Thank you for speaking to Newzroom Africa. You've actually just joined us. Can you just go over what you spoke about in the video in terms of the precautions you took after the employee tested positive here at Oxford Fresh Market, sir?
Most certainly. We decided to close the store down to ensure that there was no further problems, no more COVID. We called in a company called Global, who are right now testing our staff. We decided to test every single one of our staff members, which I'm told is overkill, but personally, in this situation, I don't believe there is overkill. I think that we need to be cautious. We've got a big staff. We've got 400 people between the two stores. We've got a massive customer base, and we need to be certain that we're doing the right thing. We have had a cleaning company, our regular cleaning company, come in this morning. They have put a fogger throughout the store, the Bluff store, and they are doing a deep clean this afternoon. So we're going to be waiting for the results of the rest of the staff. I'm told it will take approximately 24 hours with Global Labs, and we're holding thumbs and praying that there's nobody else infected.
Indeed. Now, we also know that throughout this lockdown period, your supermarket has been taking other precautions, cleaning every week. Just tell us more about this and why it was important for you and your employees.
From the time coronavirus started, we decided that we wanted to be the front runners in terms of hygiene, in terms of sanitizing. Our tills, cashiers have been constantly sanitizing. Our customers get sanitized as they come into our stores, as they leave our stores. The trolleys that they push, the baskets that they carry get sanitized. We really are serious about it. And I'm devastated that we found ourselves with a victim of corona in our store.
Any idea when your franchise will reopen here in Bluff Supermarket? And just also remind us how many employees you have at this particular establishment.
At this store, we have just over 200 people. We do work shifts. We work 7 days a week. We have been trading 24 hours a day. So we have 3 shifts of 8 hours. So yes, that's it really.
And when do you believe your store will reopen following the testing of your workers?
I've just been told by CDC that we can expect to be open in 72 hours if we don't have another problem. So I'm in their hands, and we'll see what happens.
Thank you very much, Mr. Latimer. He's the retail owner of Oxford Fresh Markets. And you can take a look behind me at the employees who have gathered here. They're waiting to be screened and further tested for COVID-19. Just to further get you in the loop, a woman who is working at the tills for this particular supermarket tested positive for COVID-19. Now, she had experienced flu-like symptoms and spoke to her manager about this. At that stage, the woman was told to go home immediately and, of course, refer to a medical consult and a doctor. She was then further tested and tested positive for coronavirus. And then you are now seeing the scenes behind us. There is a contingent of Metro Police here as well as healthcare workers who will then further continue the processes of ensuring that the virus itself does not spread further to the employees here. And we do understand that over the next 24 hours, these employees should be screened and tested.
Now, Karinda, we know that eThekwini is the epicenter of the virus in KZN. Have we heard from the mayor on perhaps plans on going forward to recover from this?
Well, here in Durban, we've actually been waiting for the mayor to speak out about the recovery plan going forward. Currently, KZN is at over 700 COVID-19 cases, and most or majority of these cases, at least 77% of it, are here in eThekwini, which is the biggest metro municipality for the province. But we are yet to hear from our mayor. We understand that over the past 2 days, he's been in EXCO meetings. The last EXCO meeting will begin at 2 o'clock today. He was supposed to brief the media today on his plans going forward. However, is expected to do that tomorrow, and of course answer to questions about KZN being the epicenter of the COVID-19 outbreak in KZN, as well as the economic recovery plan for citizens, as we are already intensifying enforcement of lockdown regulations, and stores such as Oxford Fresh Market must now cope with their essential workers falling victim to COVID-19, and how to of course come out of this to ensure safety of other essential workers and ultimately their families.